17 years ago, I had a bone marrow transplant and high doses of radiation in 1992, and also high doses of chemotherapy. And recently, as a matter of fact, a year ago, almost today, I was diagnosed with bilateral optic nerve atrophy in both eyes. And I went to a wonderful place on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, Florida called the Cantor Eye Institute. Went to Dr. Friedman there, and he diagnosed me with optic nerve atrophy and basically gave me a wonderful diagnosis to work with. However, there isn't a lot that they could do. My sister had gone to a acupuncturist as well as myself, and when she was in there last time speaking with him, she mentioned that I had optic nerve atrophy, and he said, please bring her in. I've had wonderful results with the acupuncture, and I also am taking Chinese herbs that are made out of chrysanthemum flowers, and I have little acupressure points that Dr. Zhao has showed me around my eyes to do, and eye exercises and eye brushing, and I'm eating a lot of berries. I'm eating goji berries, and I've really read up on different things that are good for the eyes, mainly fruits and vegetables that are full of color. So I just wanted to share with my story and let you know that there's other options out there, and to please look into acupuncture if you have a good practitioner in your area, or you can contact Dr. Zhao. It's ZHAO, and it's again 941-365-8008. Let you know that you don't have to have a loss of sight if you can get to an acupuncturist who knows what they're doing. You don't have to have a loss of sight if you can get to an acupuncturist who knows what they're doing. You don't have to have a loss of sight if you can get to an acupuncturist who knows what they're doing. And I have 90% of my eyesight back. So it's just amazing to me that the alternative medicine can restore so much. And I just really wanted to get the word out there. It's very important to me to get the word out there of what's available for the optic nerve atrophy, because I thought I was going to be going blind, and it's just really nice to know that there's other options. Going to an acupuncturist, you do have the option to have them help you, and it's so nice to know that at 45 years old I wasn't going to go blind, and to have the work done by a wonderful team of people, and to have a great diagnosis. And if you do have anything wrong with your eyes, please go to an ophthalmologist so that they can help you, and please don't mess with your eyes if you have anything going on, especially if you've had chemotherapy or radiation in the early 90s. A lot of the protocol that we had was the best that they knew, and they hit us pretty hard, as you know, and now the protocols are much easier on the human being. And if you're having any problems with your eyes, it could be linked to that. You know, I had the bone marrow transplant in #93, and then I had radiation in '94, and it just could be all related. So just take a look at that, and I just really was really important to me to get it out that your eyesight could be spared if you find the right people to help you with the optic nerve atrophy. Yes, I was diagnosed legally blind a year ago, and March 25th I went into the doctor, and he did a field of vision, and the field of vision came back almost all black, and he said that I was legally blind, and it just was quite a blow because of what I've gone through with the cancer and everything else. And I thought, oh boy, here we go again. So family just got together and decided that we were going to try to fight this naturally. Medically, went to a wonderful doctor, Dr. Friedman at the Cantor Eye Institute on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, and he said he could do no more for me. He gave me a wonderful diagnosis. He checked my brain for brain tumor. He did cervical spine check for MS, and So I had to just go with that he couldn't do anything more. However, in going to Dr. Zhao, he said that he had a new treatment, a Chinese treatment for optic nerve atrophy to get your sight back. When I went into the doctor, originally to the ophthalmologist, I had huge blind spots the size of a doorway. And I had no side vision at all, very limited vision. And something that came upon me just slowly. And people say, haven't you noticed? Why didn't you notice? And I was going to another doctor and was saying, you know, she was an optometrist and not an ophthalmologist, and I would tell her some things and just they weren't tended to. And finally I was at a party down in Naples, and I was looking across the room at a friend, and everybody looked like they had mesh across their face. And I was thinking, what is going on? So I got on the phone and I called Bobby, a friend of mine who works at the Cantor Eye Institute, and she said, come in immediately, and I did. And then the journey began. And Dr. Freeman was very aggressive with getting me a diagnosis. He contacted Moffitt. He got all my records of all my chemos that I'd had. He contacted my local oncologist and got all that chemotherapy and just researched to what it could have been, and we broke it down to probably the radiation and the chemo combined, you know, the toxic load. Because 92 and 93, it was a very experimental bone marrow transplant. I was number 400, and now they probably have had, I don't know, 4,000, maybe more. So it was a very experimental treatment that I had, and I'm here because of it, you know, so I'm not saddened about that, but it just was a big tax on my body. And who knows if the optic nerve atrophy happened right away, if it just slowly kept happening. But it's definitely all gone now. I mean, all my vision is just so much clearer. It's unbelievable.